Are you living the Delaware Beach lifestyle? You can't live at the beach and do nothing. This up-and-coming year-round area has lots to offer. Find out where to eat, play, and serve. Living the ultimate dream.
Hey guys, welcome to the 302 Lifestyle Beach Podcast. Your host, Dylan Ewing. Today is a special day. I want to talk about how we ended up in Delaware, what Delaware has done for us. Yes, if you're watching a video, I have no gel in my hair. I always have gel in my hair, and now I have this little poof on the top from spiking my hair all the time, but you're catching me on a Sunday, and this is my life. So, ending up in Delaware and what Delaware has done for me personally, and what I see it doing for a lot of people that I'm involved with and know, and how that happened, and what you guys can do with that. It's a little special day. You're going to dive into a little bit of my personal experiences, which in the end, I think that's all we really have. And if anyone knows me or you don't know me, you're going to find out. But several years ago, I had an incredible experience. I've just been on this journey of growing and learning and self-discovery, and I've gone down this rabbit hole of asking bigger questions in life. And I had an experience where, I could have died, and it made me question what people have been telling me about my life and what I should be doing and should not be doing. And so basically what I've learned is I think that people grow up, and actually I don't think, this is basically what happens, but people have their own perceptions on their own lives and what people have told them. So as you grow up as a child and you're like a sponge, your parents, other people you meet, and other things that you're absorbing are basically instilling in you your beliefs and eventually your personality that you believe is you. And so you hear all these things. I grew up in a Lutheran church. I grew up in a small town. I grew up with grandparents and all these cool things. But everyone around me was basically telling me their perception on their lives, or what other people told them they should believe and think and act. And so I adopted a lot of those beliefs, but not knowing that my internal guidance system was not liking it, So as I grew up and went to the military and did all these cool things and traveled the world and traveled the country, I started having an internal struggle where I wasn't really liking my life, and I didn't know why. I always condemned myself. I felt like I wasn't living up to what I believed in based on what other people said I should believe, and I didn't agree with it internally, and I didn't realize what was wrong. So me and my wife, we lived out in Las Vegas. At this time, she was just my fiance. 13 years now. Wow. Kudos to her for being with me. But yeah, so I'm sitting on the couch, and we came out to visit family to kind of reconnect that. They had moved to Lewis. And when we came out to visit, we kind of saw a whole nother world here. Vegas is big. It's a city. There's no mosquitoes, by the way. And it was a fast-paced life. And when the market crashed and the housing market went down, we both were intermittently somehow involved with some type of housing thing. And I was in a job where I just wasn't happy. And so when we took a glimpse of the beach life, which I think a lot of people from different cities like Baltimore, DC, Philly, New York, Virginia, Maryland, all these bigger places around us, they get a glimpse of the beach life, and I don't know, there's kind of a sparkle about it. There's a dream that maybe, I could live this slower paced life and enjoy my life more. Well, I didn't realize this, but I had done this a lot, where I think that moving somewhere, doing something else is going to make me more happy, or make me happy in general. So I go into this mode of thinking, okay, now I get excited, my energy goes up, and I think that I am going to be happy if I come here. So that's basically what happened. I wanted to be closer to my family, which is a good thing. And we weren't happy where we were. So what I didn't realize what was going on at the time. But it's funny when God starts working in your life, and you have this connection with this thing inside of you, and it's around you, and everyone else is connected to it too. And different people tell you a different description of this thing, but it's this creative intelligence that we've labeled as God. And I didn't realize what I was doing at the time, but when we originally decided to come here, well, it was more or less me begging to come out to the beach. I was sitting on the couch and I wrote down on the piece of paper, you know, I wanted to do this business and I think we could do it, and Daisy, my wife, could do it. And I think we would be happy and we could really make it big. And I sat on the couch by myself, no one was home. And I just had this still moment where I just kind of connected, and I wrote down on a piece of paper all these things that I was imagining. I named it That Guy with the Broom. I imagined this big building with lots of employees and having fun and enjoying life, and a successful life, and just everything that. And the funny thing is, fast forward 9 years, every single thing that I had imagined, wrote down, thought of, envisioned, it all came true. And a more recent version of this would be, we just started journaling. My wife and I, we started using this a journal, and it's a cool one because it helps you kind of go through your goals. Then it helps you go daily goals. Then it helps you kind of see where you're at with your career, your finances, your personal growth, your family, your health, your relationships, your social life, your attitude. It was hard to get into a habit of this. But after a time, you start realizing what you're doing is that you're reflecting on your life, on your accomplishments. You're looking at the things that you don't like, and then you're looking at steps you can take to make changes or improve daily, weekly, monthly, yearly. And so I don't know all the specifics of this. She's not here. Maybe putting words in her mouth, but I know that she wrote down several things. I think there was at least half a dozen things that she wrote down that she wanted to accomplish within a year. And one of those things was swim with dolphins. There's a whole bunch of things. I wish I could remember all of them right now. I know the biggest one was swim with dolphins. And it was, I think she was writing it in one of the sections that says, don't think about how, when, where, or why. Don't even care about money. Don't even care about anything. Just write down something that you've always wanted to do, that you wish you could do, that you want to do, and you believe you could do. And there was several things. There was like half a dozen things. Well, we both fell out of the habit of doing this after a few months. And a whole year went by. And we ended up getting invited to a trip to Mexico. And we went, it was like kind of end of the stream COVID, when you started to be able to travel again, right before they cut back the restrictions. And we went there, and wouldn't you know it, she doesn't swim. That's why this is such a big deal. She doesn't swim. And she somehow, we ended up swimming with dolphins. It was a long story. We got you can look back and see how all the little pieces fit together to create that event. But long story short, every single thing that she revisited in that journal had come true. So why am I telling you all this stuff? Because today is a cool day. I want to try something new. I am actually so passionate about all of these things, about God and this creative intelligence and changing and habits and diving deep into this world of personal growth and believing that. And the more business owners that I meet, I'm telling you, the funny story is that a lot of them are starting from nothing. Like there was one guy, Dimitri, shout out to you guys at the Seed Eatery. So he came from Russia, and he was in a class, and this guy said, to start a restaurant, you might as well just walk out of here unless you have $1 million in your bank account. And he was sitting there like, oh my gosh, I have $0 in my bank account. And wouldn't you know it, they're successful. They've been open through COVID even. And they were so busy when they first opened that it was a blessing actually when they had to take a step back and restructure their business based on COVID. So that just goes to show, man. And this is like over and over again. I keep hearing story after story. I've interviewed like 30 people, and a lot of them are saying, like, you know, it was within me somewhere that I had to believe that I could do this thing, regardless of my external environment, and I just did it. So, long story short, I want to try something new. I'm going to do this vision board, and we're going to see how it goes, guys. If you like this, let me know. If not, well, you can stop watching. Let's see. Where did you go? Oop. Okay, let's see here. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit of a long one, guys. Hope that you like this. So what I'm doing is vision board. So you probably see a lot of this on, you can Google this, YouTube this. So this is more of a YouTube thing, guys. If you're listening on the podcast, of course, I'm going to walk you through this, but there's so much science to back this up. So right now, there's a lot of people that can sit there and say stuff doesn't work, blah, blah, blah. You get all negative. By the way, we think anywhere from 40 to 60,000 thoughts per day. And of those thoughts, 90% of those thoughts can be negative. So, just stay in mind, have an open mind, what you're thinking, and your thoughts create your reality. And a lot of that stuff is straight out of the Bible. So if you're Christian, I grew up Christian, I am Christian, but my perception on all of that has changed the more questions I keep asking in my life. And, so here we are, guys. Vision board will help you in a lot of different ways. So one of the ways it'll help is if you can't imagine yourself doing something, then you're never going to do it. So a lot of the business owners I meet, the number one thing is they say that, I just had to imagine I could do it. I just had to believe that I could do it within myself. And then this thing came into my life, whether, a lot of people think I need to think, do, and have, I need to think, act, and be. But the truth is, behind the scientific research out now with the new sciences, it's saying that you need to actually be that emotion, that thing. It's straight out of the Bible, actually. Pray as if you already have this thing. So we need to feel as if the event that we're trying to create has already happened. I know a lot of people are turning off right now, that this may not be something you're into, but I don't listen to anybody anymore. I actually just try to have my own experience. So I want to challenge you guys that if you don't believe anything I'm saying, do your own research. By all means, don't take my word for it. I'm not here to promote anything. I'm simply trying to enjoy my life to the best. And after seeing so many things happen from this type of thing, I want to try it out. I want you guys to try it with me, and let's just see what happens. So without me rambling on anymore, vision board. So vision board, it's scientifically proven. A lot of people losing weight, for instance. I wish I could remember the names, but there was a famous show on about losing weight, and there was a woman on there. And one of the things that they do is they print out a 3D version of them, like a real picture of them, but they change the image in Photoshop to look like the image that they want to look like, based on the weight that they want to lose. So something cool about that is, and they put that inside the refrigerator. So every time they open the fridge, they would see exactly the type of person that they want to do, or they want to look like. Sorry, my words are all over the place because I'm getting excited. So, okay, here we go. So how are we going to do a vision board? We're going to do it digitally. I did take this from a gentleman on YouTube right now. Oh my gosh, I can't remember his name. Oh my gosh. But there's all kinds of ways of doing this. A lot of people actually are, Clark Kegley, actually, shout out to you. You're show is awesome. It's a non-biased look at life and how to have a better life. But here we go. So some of the things that he's gone over and other people have gone over, and you may have seen like the movie The Secret and all these different things. There's a lot of hype and talk about this kind of thing going on right now. But I've looked at it in my own life. As you can see, some of the stories, I've actually have hundreds of things and experiments that I've done in my own life to prove all this stuff is true. You need to, if I'm going to walk around saying, oh, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, I want to be happy, happy people don't say they're happy all the time. They just are happy. If we have core values, be real, help others, make money, have fun, I'm not going to go around saying, oh, these are our core values, look at us. Our company is just going to be those core values, just like Chick-fil-A. I always talk about them because they've done such a good job at creating that culture. But their company is the core values, and you can see it in the people that you talk to. And it's the same with Vision Board. So what's going to happen is you're going to, instead of thinking like 20, 30, 50 years from now, because your life is going to change over the course of every year and every day, really, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at maybe the next 5 years. And the cool thing with this is when you do this and you write things down or you journal things that you want, just like Daisy, you're going to look back at this in a couple years or a year or 5 years, and you're going to see that everything has come true. It's so cool. So part of the things that we do with this is we're going to do something external, internal, and contributions. So these kind of go in line with our core values in our own business, but we discovered those are our core values in our own personal life. So this may look different for you, but external would be your house, your cars, material objects that you're going to have around you in your life, which will validate, the things that you've gone through to get that. We're not going to try to picture how it's going to happen or not. We're just going to imagine what we're going to have in our lives. It could be a house, car, all those things. And then I also like to, I'm taking this also from Clark, but I like to have a few accomplishments. So this kind of just validates some of the things that I have accomplished in my life based on believing that I can do things. So one of my cool things in my life, if you know me, car seat, there's my funny faces, is I'm a car guy. I love cars. I have, at one point, I think we had 6 cars. Don't even ask me. How do you do this? So we're going to click this. Whoops. Oh my gosh. Let's see if I can figure this out here. Hey guys, so I had a little bit of a internet issue. I am back, and hopefully we can get this party started. So if any of you guys know this, I love cars. I love Mustangs. When I was younger, I had a experience with Mustangs where it took 30 minutes to get home. A gentleman or a friend of mine actually ended up dying, which is a sad story. He got me home in 15 minutes, and I was like 17 years old, and I said, oh my gosh, I am going to do that someday. So there you go. Okay, so I'm trying to get it where I don't have to worry about the layout. Let me pause this again. Okay, so I should have figured this out before the show, but anybody that's using Pages, you click on Arrange after Format. You do, for Arrangement, you click None, and then you can move the images wherever you want. So here's my first image. Let's get rid of this. Here you go. Next thing, so externally, right? I'm putting some winds. I've always wanted a house with an infinity pool. So if any of you guys are wondering, this doesn't even work. So there's a cool story about Russell Brunson. If you guys don't know who that is, he is a famous marketer. I love his work. I follow him. Very passionate guy about what he does, his family, his workers, his business. And before he got famous, let's keep going here. So he did oh my gosh, can't do 2 things at once. So he did a picture where he put out like all these things, and he said, this house is so amazing. Someday I'm going to live here. and he had it up on this corkboard or something. And throughout his life, it was like 10 years later, he kind of forgot about it. He had it in a box. He was getting ready to move. His company was doing well, and he was in this house where he grew up and everything. And I may not be telling the story 100% correctly, but as he was moving, he was carrying a box. The box fell. All the stuff fell out, and it happened to be a picture of the house. He picks up this picture, and he realized that he is moving into the exact house that he had up on this board when he was younger. Pretty cool story, but just letting you guys know that this stuff is really cool, and I hope that you guys take this seriously. And something else I want to do with my life is I want to do something where I have like a heal camp where people can go, kids can go there. They detach from one of the coolest things I've ever done is detach from my phone and social media and all these things. And one of my passions is going to be kids, even though we don't have any. And I want to actually have a heal camp where kids can come get healing, connect with God, and find their true selves without the external judgment and criticism and beliefs of other people. And camp when I was growing up was one of the most influential experiences of my life. So that's something I want to do. So here we go. 12 months to 5 years. I see myself in a house with an infinity pool. I think infinity pools are so cool. I really want one with a sunset. So that's something that I'll have. Some wins. Let's see what else we got here. Donate some. Okay, so charity. Let's see here. All right. What do you call those things? Okay, so within that time frame, I want to do a mission trip. So that's what I'm going to put here. We're going to do this. Let's grab this, put it over here. I definitely want to help other countries that may not have as much as me. With time I spent in Iraq and Kuwait and all these places, I realized that, wow, there's a lot to life. Oh, look at these kids. They're so awesome. I want to do this one too. Okay, let's put this over here. Let's mix it up a little bit. Okay, what else we got here? So next type would be body. How do I want my body to look? So there's a cool thing I started talking about. So guys in shape, or there's a famous thing on TV where somebody, oh, look at this dude. He's pretty cool. He's not too ripped, but let's see here. He's a cool dude. Let's do him. He's not with us anymore. I'm sure he won't mind. Where is it? All right, it's kind of weird. So there's this cool thing where they had the people that were trying to lose weight, they would pin it into the refrigerator, and a year later the people ended up losing that weight and looking like the picture of themselves. So that's something that I want to do. So we got donations, contributions. I actually want to help people start water filtration systems. Okay, so this is going to be something I want to do. I want to help children. You see these pictures, man? People like drinking dirty water. So this is something, I don't know how to do it, what to do, but at some point in time, I am going to be a part of this because this is awesome. I think everyone in the world deserves to have fresh water. I got this from Daisy's mother, actually. All right, so we're building our way. What else we got here? Let's do... Okay, I want to have the 2 comma club. So things that we want to accomplish. So this is kind of going into internal. So I want to win the 2 comma club award. This is Russell Brunson's ClickFunnels. We are going to do this bad boy where a funnel makes 2 commas with serving people. Okay, we got that in there. I'm also an inspiring author, so I want to do an author award. Let's see here. Best-selling author. There we go. Let's go bigger. Let's go New York Times bestseller. There we go. Go big or go home, right? All right. Okay, we got author. Okay, so we got external, internal contributions. Let's see here. Emotions. How do I want to feel? I want to feel freedom. Okay. I think this is a great image here. I love this. Freedom from everything. Freedom from my life, my people, money. I just want to be free in general. Okay, what else we got here? Donate. I want to have some donation drives to help people. Okay, let's see here. Or help the homeless. Actually, so there was a thing, and I'm actually just thinking about this for the first time. When I was younger, I stayed in the streets for a little bit under my own doing. But I discovered that a lot of homeless they don't realize it, but it's just a lifestyle, a choice in their minds that they think that they're trapped in. And sometimes there's medical and other stuff going on, but a lot of times it's a lot of mindset issues. And you feel a lot of pain and suffering, but a lot of times you can escape that. So here we go, guys. Let's see, one more. Material contributions. Ideal body, vision it, revisit it. All right, I think that's good, guys. Actually, I want to be happy, super happy, which I can actually be now. So we're just going to drop this bad boy in there. Love this. Okay. There it is. Guys, here is my vision board. This is so awesome. This is my first digital vision board. Let's see what this looks like. Oh man, that's so cool. Good, I got more space here. Let's make this happier. Okay. Oh yeah, get my car in there. Love that thing. 750 horsepower. Okay, guys, so this is my vision board. Hopefully this inspires you guys. So the trick is, and you can put this on your background desktop. It's a little messy, so I may end up printing it out. But the most important thing is to revisit this every day. So you want to revisit this as frequently as possible. And then the trick is to not be attached to the outcome, or not be attached to how that's going to happen in your life. So I want to challenge you guys. I'm going to do this. I will give you an update in a year or two and see how this looks. I'm so excited. But hopefully, if you guys like this kind of stuff, let me know. If not, I will quit doing it. But this is something that I am personally on a journey to experiment with my own life. I've started using my own life to experiment with just about everything. And a lot of it is just mindset shifts. I found that a lot of times when I look at something, especially in my past, whatever I look at, if I feel disgruntled or upset or mad about somebody or something in my life, it's usually because of how I'm looking at it. And I usually hold things within inside of myself, and I look at it through the eyes or lens of the emotion I had at the time I experienced that. So if I can revisit that with a new mindset, or even talk to the person that I may be disgruntled about, a lot of times all the stuff that I've been carrying around all this time can just shed away. So starting a business or living in the 302 area has changed my life profoundly, especially going down to the water and just experiencing the ocean and God. So guys, let's try a vision board. Let me know who's tried this. Let's post it up. We're going to have a group, the 302 Lifestyle group, that you guys can join and post up your vision boards. If you like this, I will keep doing more stuff. Thanks, guys.
Wish you could spend more time having fun and less time with chores? Go to 302beachtalk.com to get $20 off a home cleaning. You'll be entered to win a completely free cleaning. Eat, play, serve. Sponsored by That Guy with a Broom.